What is different about the work that I do in comparison to others that work with individuals that have learning differences? The answer to that is I concentrate on focus. Typically, if you work with me, we work together for 10 weeks and then we take a look at what your goals are. I tend to work with people that have symptoms of dyslexia, ADD, ADHD, and the autism spectrum. However, they don't necessarily have to have a formal diagnosis. They are finding school and or work challenging, and then we take a look at why. So if I work with an individual that has dyslexia, my promise is that I will have them at reading level within the 10-week time period that we work together. I get asked, why? Like, why do you think that you can do that? We've tried so many other things and it hasn't made a difference in our lives. And the simple answer to that is the sound device. So I invented the sound device because it improves our ability to focus. If I can improve an individual's ability to focus, they're going to learn quicker. Over time, I started to identify in individuals that have learning differences, there are about 9 basic concepts that they are missing. They're missing these concepts not because there's anything wrong with them, it's because they learn differently. If we get focus in place, their ability to stay on task, be in the now, and concentrate on new information, then very quickly I can teach them the concepts that they're missing, and we see them catch up really quick. Now, for adults tend to be individuals that had learning differences when they were young, when they were in school. Adults oftentimes are coming to me for anxiety related issues. They are coming to me for things like a lack of confidence, clumsiness, job hoppers. They can't keep a consistent job. Maybe there's problems in their relationships. Maybe they have problems managing money. And then I also have the individuals that come to me and they have the formal diagnosis. They do have dyslexia. They know they have dyslexia. And the adults usually come to me saying, okay, Tina, you say you can get me up to speed in 10 weeks. Prove it. Let's see you actually do it. Touch wood, I usually am able to do that. I also have clients come to me that have a goal getting off their medication. There's nothing wrong with medication. I'm neither pro or con medication. But usually, all right, and I say usually, this is a trend, after working with me, an individual can completely get off their medication or medication that works when they're under huge amount of stress. And then they find at times they're not under so much stress, they can get off their meds as well. I work with individuals of all ages. My youngest client was 8 years old. My oldest client was 70 years old. My youngest client was dealing with dyslexia and ADHD. So we sat down together and we figured out what the dyslexia was stemming from. So oftentimes in life, people think that dyslexia is, that thing where you switch letters. Actually, it is so much more. If you're dealing with dyslexia or suspect you're dealing with dyslexia, give me a call and we'll go through what your goals are and what you're hoping to overcome. We know that 40% of the population that is dealing with a learning difference may also have a second learning difference. It is quite common for me to meet individuals that are dealing with ADD or ADHD. For lack of a better description, a touch of dyslexia. So they can read, however, sometimes it's a comprehension related issue. Sometimes it's not comprehension, however, it's a spelling related issue. And sometimes it's a combination of all of those. The thing about working with me is we sit down and take a look at what your goals are. Then we take a look at what your challenges are, and then we put a program in place that you can overcome those. If you would like to learn more about the work that I do, simply send me a message or send me a message on my website. My website is www.simplelearningedu.com. Thank you.